Hey again, it's Carrie. Excuse me if I'm a little quiet. My parents are sleeping in the other room and I don't want to wake them up. Um, so I'm here today to talk about my meal plan and what's been happening with it and what hasn't been happening with it, which is what's kind of pissing me off. Um, so I am overweight. This comes from a combination of trying to fix myself when I was underweight by binging and just kind of going from eating nothing to eating everything, which doesn't work. You should roll the help of a professional. But anyway, yeah, so I'm overweight and I'm in a treatment program right now for my eating disorder. And part of that is nutrition therapy, which means that I have a meal plan that I try my best to follow. And it is a weight loss meal plan, which I'm allowed to do. It's perfectly fine. It's all good. And I get weighed every week by my therapist or one of the therapists at the practice, who then report it to my therapist, who tells me the number. So I learned the number, this week's number, today, and it is higher than last week's, which pisses me the hell off. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube, but it pisses me off. Like, what the hell? I'm following a meal plan, and I'm occasionally eating a little more than I should be, but you're supposed to be allowed to do that. I don't really know what's happening with that. So it's like bringing me back to this mindset of restricting, and it's making me want to restrict so fucking badly. And it's making me want to just stop eating again, which is not the answer because that'll just make me hungrier and make me binge. I don't really know what to do because other than what I'm going to do, which is follow the meal plan to the T, which sounds like, oh, of course, but it's, you're supposed to allow for flexibility with these things. But the only thing I can think of to do is just to start following the meal plan with no flexibility and just see what happens, see if I gain weight, see if I lose weight, if I maintain. Like, I know it's a trend thing, so I should be looking at the cumulative weeks. What happened was 2 weeks ago I gained 6 pounds in a week without really binging. Then I lost 4 of them, and then I gained back 3. So it's like, that's an upward trend, which shouldn't be happening with what I'm eating. And I don't know, it's just really frustrating. Yeah. So my meal plan. I'm seeing a new nutritionist now, thank God. My old nutritionist, she's perfectly nice, but she went along with my eating disordered breakfast, and that left me hungry for the rest of the day with nothing to try for. Like, she was just going with what I was comfortable with instead of trying to push me. So this nutritionist, the new one, gave me 3 proteins, 1 carb, a dairy, a fruit, and I think that's it for breakfast, which is a lot more than I had before. And then she left everything else the same. So I'm already nervous about this because it's more food. And it doesn't seem like if the less food was working, then the more food would. But she knows what she's doing. She said that I would lose weight on it, and I'm trying to trust her. But what do you do for protein for breakfast? I'm a vegetarian. So what do you do for protein for breakfast? Besides eggs every day. You can't just eat eggs every day. You would get sick of eggs. I think I heard something. Okay. But you would get so sick of eggs. And like sausage or bacon or whatever people eat. I don't even know what people eat for breakfast. I just eat cereal because that was my safe food, and that's what she stuck with. And now I can't just do that. So I've been doing Greek yogurt, but it's not enough protein for what she gave me. And I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But yeah. So I have that, and then my lunch is also difficult because there aren't any carbs in it because I don't need carbs then, I guess, but unless I exercise. If I exercise, then I have an optional carb, but which I have been trying to do, except I'm kind of sick right now. But so what do you do for lunch besides salad? Like something other than salad, because I have been eating so much salad. That is a lunch food without a carb. Like what? I don't I don't know. I don't know. Especially from a college cafeteria. Like it doesn't exist. Well, it probably exists. It's either too scary or like I haven't thought of it. But I don't know, it's got me even thinking about going pescatarian just to be able to get the protein. But I really don't want to do that because I just picture the fishies swimming and it makes me sad. Too sad to eat the food, which is the point, obviously. This kind of look good. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the meal plan. And then for dinner, I know the dinner one by heart. It's 2 grains, 2 veggie, 2 fat, 1 fruit, and what am I forgetting? 2 protein and 2 fat. It's like 2 of everything. Maybe it's 1 carb. I think she changed it to 1 carb. So it's like the carbs are what's easiest to make, and even though they terrify me, they make everything else easier because everything goes with it. So it's like I don't I don't know what to do. So that's my current predicament. I'll post when I figure out some new stuff to do. Maybe I'll do some meal planning. I have a Filofax that I use for meal planning, and I love it. And I need to go grocery shopping, so maybe I'll do some meal planning and then grocery shop, and then come back here and let you guys know how it goes. Yeah, and I'll do a tour of my new Filofax soon because it excites me, even though it's probably not that interesting to other people. So, have a good night, everyone. Lots of love.